another episode of Stand On It. I know it's been a while, but me and Byron gonna get it back cracking, man. Life happens. Anyway, welcome back to another episode. Stand On It. I'm Basad Greer.
And I'm Byron Gaither. And we got two guests here today, JT Taylor, Justin, and Ramel.
Ramel Bowman. Bowman. Sure.
You bowling?
Bowman.
I thought you said bowling.
Nah.
Okay. My bad.
Man, we've been gone for a while. We back though. And you see, you don't see our breath today. It ain't freezing cold out here. It's actually hot.
Yeah.
Got the fat man sweat rag.
We're just gonna come back and bless you with a recap of past episodes and where those guests are at. Since we last aired, big news. D'Artagnan Tinsley, Owensboro native, gets drafted to the Cleveland Browns. He was on the show. Good episode. So if you didn't see his episode, go back and check that out.
We got an NFL guy on our podcast.
Yes, sir. And the best thing about it, like I said, man, we covered a lot of people last year, and I have to say, his episode and Coach Boomer Fountain, the episodes was, turned out to be two of my favorite episodes. The people that we got to bring in here, two very interesting people.
Yes. One of my favorites, and y'all gonna say I'm biased. I don't care.
Man, it got something to do with them
Red Devils. The Red Devils, man. I like my boy Evan, man. Everybody knows now Evan has committed to the University of Louisville.
Yes.
I see that. Congratulations,
Throw
Evan.
those L's up.
I love you, Evan. But I don't love that decision. I love the decision for your future, though. It's a great future decision, but BBN to the fullest. I will wear a blue shirt to your games. I promise.
Yeah, I had a chance to see him just this past week. He was at the flag games, and it was pretty cool, man. Like I seen him with his family, so I wasn't gonna bother him or nothing. So we getting ready to leave. When he came up, shook my hand, was like, "Yeah, how you doing with the podcast?" So people been asking about us, want to know where we been at, man. Like, hey, man, where the podcast at, man? We gonna have another episode and stuff. So it's good, man, to be able to see that. The people that we had sitting here on the couch just, a couple months ago, we're just in that time where life is taking them at.
Right, absolutely.
The things that they've been working for, those goals being reached, and then to be able to say, hey, I know that guy, I got to interview him. That's pretty cool.
One thing we can say that we did on the podcast, I did say the Marcus Ganaway was going to change the culture in the Owensboro area.
Don't start that.
I'm starting it. Because look.
Hey, that's practice, man. I want to see a game. I need to see results. And much respect to him, man.
It trickles down. Look. The DeMarcus Ganaway effect has trickled down to the middle school. Just know that.
Absolutely.
Just know that. Everything we do with the middle school right now is different.
Listen, middle school been winning.
I get that, but
middle school been winning. If we had a state,
we've been winning. Look, I keep it 100 though. We win it because middle school. We got talent. We put up talent all day long. Like at the end of the day, if we want to just toss the ball to the kid, here, go score. We can do that anytime.
Yeah.
We're gonna win the right way now.
Yeah.
The same way they do at the high school. I get it. Everybody coming to me, y'all, you're the biggest kid the ball, score a touchdown. I mean, shit, it's football. Who the hell? It's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's hard not to.
I was say middle school. It's so much more of an easier game to.
Yeah, it's hard not to. But now I can honestly say our practices are different. I ain't gonna lie. We're doing new stuff. We're doing new stuff. I'm there. We're doing new stuff, and then not just Owensboro, Davis County. I know you got what you gonna say about it. Davis County also. I think their culture is gonna be good because Q. Out there, I know they didn't get my boy. I know they didn't
get. They keep him longer than a year.
They gonna keep.
You got to listen. You got to be there longer than a year to be able to say, "Man, you did so."
Look though, Q has already been there. Q's already.
That's like having a girl be like, "It was my girl." Man, you was only with her for 2 weeks. That ain't your girl.
But anyway, I'm saying Q's been there. So I'm saying it's gonna be a difference. Like I'm saying, I feel like if you can get some athletes out there. Because
He
right
might
now,
come take some of them Owensboro athletes.
he gonna
What you
Man,
mean? Listen,
I know the ones he's gonna get, is the ones that ain't on the field over there. That's the ones he's gonna get. That's the one they always get.
Man, them kids is from middle school all the way up to high. I mean, I can tell just from picking my son up, dropping him off, how different it is.
Yeah.
Man. Last year, he come home, he gonna go fishing, he gonna go run around, rip and run, man. He come home now. He got a commission for 2-3 hours, man.
Yeah.
Same play, same shit. We running same lingo, same everything. I mean, that's how it should have been. I mean, that's how it was, and that's how it kind of was. But it wasn't. Like now, it's like, hey, he ain't come to us and be like, psh, 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 run this shit. But that's how it feels like that.
Well, it should be.
And I like that though. I ain't mad about it though. Like,
but
it's a difference, bro. I feel the difference. Even Coach Brad, you speak for me. I'm speaking for you. I'm sorry. Me and him both said, because I'm the second longest tenured at the middle school so far.
Okay.
So behind Coach Brown.
All right. No, that's a big accomplishment, man.
He said it feels different. This year feels different, don't it, Coach? I said, don't it? I don't know. This feels a little different. It feels like everybody got a pep in their step now. They better get in their shit to go, or else they know like somebody's coming to the door about to get me. Like they know, because like even my little cousin, I call my nephew, but it's my little cousin Rashad. He's a freshman. All last year, I'm telling him, man, y'all gonna see high school. Y'all gonna see how high school it is.
But isn't that what this game is about, essentially, though?
Yes, but I'm saying this.
To not nobody come in and just feel like I got this position.
Yes,
this is mine.
But for the last 20 years of Owensboro, that's how it's been.
To a degree.
No, not to a degree. That's how it's been.
No, but
I'm not saying no. That's how it's been.
No,
you know, if you was the man in middle school, you didn't have to even worry about going to the house. You know, damn, I'm starting. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm getting on the field. It's me. It's me. I'm getting on the field now.
I feel that.
If you don't make it through this, then get on the field.
Yeah. Well, good. And I'm gonna stand on it because that's what we do. We stand on it until he beat Bowling Green. I mean, that's what it is.
I feel that.
No, and it's nothing against him. I don't know the man personally. I don't know the man personally. Like I say, what I will always do, I'm gonna speak my opinion, but I'm gonna also speak for the fans. I'm gonna also speak for others, people that I know have a different opinion too. That it's like, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. My fault.
In my honest opinion, like I told you, he biased. He from
and we already
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, it feels different. It feels like championship pedigree coaching. Like, I mean, that's what it feels like. From the outside, from just optics wise, watching it, and the people I talk to, everybody says that. Man, I talked to my guy Cam Kelly earlier this week. He said, bro, it just feels different, bro.
And I'm at the middle school, and it feels different. My little nephew, I call my nephew my little cousin, Rashad Cason. He's telling me, he's like, cuz, we went fishing today. He's like, man, he's killing us. I'm dying.
Well, good.
He says, but I can't quit.
Good.
If I quit, I know. He said, I know if I quit, when season comes, I'm gonna regret it. Yeah.
But I'm glad to hear that much of it.
If the kids,
that even the kids are receptive to it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that change is difficult. We know that as grown men.
Right.
So to have something, especially if you're sitting in middle school, right before you get ready to go to high school, and the culture that you're used to coming behind and being a part of is I'm the man in middle school. Now here comes this new coach in, and he's like, I don't even know who you are.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So for that change and these kids being receptive to it, like, oh, okay, I got to go in here and I got to bust my butt. Now he don't know who I am. I got to make coach know who I am. I got to. So because people said my name to him, but he's like, I ain't seen it. Prove it to me.
That's one thing that I've seen that I haven't seen around here is how, as from the high school level, how involved. And I mean, I feel like he went up to every kid. He was at the flag football games the other night at KWC. I feel like he walked up to every kid and was introducing himself, talking to them, actually getting to know them on a personal level. So they know who he's noticing who they are, and they know who he is. So I mean, I think it's dope.
That's good. I'm glad.
I forgot I was going to say.
It was something on us, bro, man. But anyway, man.
Hey, man.
I'm just going. But like I said, I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I'm glad for the change because it's change was needed. Yeah. I even said that last year. Change was needed for the culture, for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Be able to be more relaxed out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see that these past couple of years where kids were really out there relaxed, enjoying themselves. I think
what it was with that. Well, I'm gonna cut you off. Is that I love Coach Founder that I think everybody got a little lax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody got comfortable. But they tried not to get comfortable. But look on the outside in, it looked like that. But knowing what it wasn't really that. But
I mean, it may not even be the trying to.
I think
they got comfortable.
The kids
Some
got
people
comfortable.
don't adjust well. No,
And
what
that's
I'm
what
gonna say,
it was, the adjustment.
Coach Fallon, just on the outside looking in, kind of old school type of coach.
Very
Now,
old
you know
school.
what I'm saying?
Very old school.
So he ran his program a certain type of way. Now, were these other programs kind of but these other programs adjusted.
Yeah.
These other programs adjusted to the times and the changes of also society, man, with the kids and stuff like that. They started doing things that that even attracted kids to the program.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And brought that. I didn't see that from Owensboro. You see what I'm saying? I didn't really see that too much even around here from a lot of the high school teams. But from what I hear, we're trending in that direction to where it's going to be catchy. Like now, when you go to Friday night, the kids that ain't out there on the field, it's gonna be like, man, how do I get out there?
Right.
Man, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially those that are coming behind, like, man, I gotta be out there on Friday night.
I'm gonna say it again. The Marcus Ganaway effect. Oh, they got kids coming in. I know the Booster Club or something like that.
Man, that effect better produce some wins. It better produce some wins.
Let me say what I'm saying. They got a DJ, which I'm kind of hating because I've been asking to do DJ stuff. Yes, Owensboro. I've been asking to do DJ. I've been asking to do DJ stuff since Coach Fallon for the last 2-3 years. Kept getting shot down. But anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, they got live DJ. That's what I heard. They're gonna have tailgate. They're gonna have a lot. I don't know.
Man, listen.
It's a big change. I mean, I guess it's a difference.
He's coming from I don't want to say a mecca of football. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be disputed based on other people saying but to be coming from Florida, you know what I'm saying, the culture down there, how they play ball as opposed to how we play ball here in Kentucky, and especially in Owensboro, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? What he's bringing is totally different. Like where now, come on, man. How many times we sit in that sideline, man, and it was just crickets. We could be hosting this damn podcast in the middle of one of them games. That's how quiet it was. No, I mean we could, man. At Owensboro, at one of them games.
Yeah, this is what you hear at Owensboro. All you're gonna hear is some damn lights. I'm like, man, fix that damn. If you're an Owensboro fan, you know what I'm talking about. All you hear is just quiet, ain't nobody yelling. You hear the damn lights.
But now, what he's bringing, like you said, that atmosphere.
Yeah.
That man. This is what it's like on Friday nights for some of these kids that have the potential to play on Saturday and that aspire to play on Sunday. They get that little glimpse of it to where when we go up against these other teams, the Bowling Greens, the teams out of Louisville, that's when we hit our biggest adversity because those kids are already exposed to that type of condition. You see what I'm saying? They come out, they pre-games is hype like that. Everybody dancing and doing this in the stands and this and that, where you feel like, man, I'm having fun here. Just come and watch it. So now, if he's bringing that and the kids are receptive to it, I'm not no hater. I'm just a realist. I'm going to say, I'm not call it what you want. Call it what you want. But I'm just going to say, I'm definitely glad. I'm definitely glad that the change has come.
Yeah.
But now I'm one of them guys that I'm just sitting back patiently waiting to see the outcome now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be able to do this or that. I'm just gonna say we'll see. And I'm waiting to see.
Well, I did.
He better use that 5-star running back at number one running back in the state.
That's okay. Look now.
We ain't using last.
I did hear about the quarterback spot. It's gonna be looking all right over. Yeah. I did hear it's gonna be looking nice.
Okay.
If I ain't supposed to say that, I'm supposed to say I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. That's where we've lacked.
I think it's gonna be nice though.
That's where we lack. We've lacked
2 good ones right there.
We've lacked that leadership at that position.
I ain't gonna say the name, but we got 2 good ones right there.
Who are they? Stand on it. I want to know.
Shit, I don't suppose that. Shit. Oh, I forgot their name, bro.
I bet you did. You see what I get? I bet he did. As soon as the cameras go off, you like, man, you better not say nothing, man.
Hey, bro.
But no, and moving on though, man, I'm excited for Catholic too.
Yeah,
because Jamil gets to, and big, congratulations to him and his family, man, because he got some offers. You know what I'm saying, and they're well deserved, especially for the decision that this young man made. Because we're in a day and era where it's me. It's my time to shine. But this young man said, "I'm gonna wait for a minute. I'm gonna sit behind. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn from this guy right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This guy right here. I want to see what he does and how he does it. Because man, Atwell, he was a hell of a competitor. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a competitor.
Yeah.
But for him to say, you know what, I'm not going to go to Owensboro. I'm not going to go to another school. I'm going to sit here, be patient, and wait my turn. That's what honestly, that's what I really want to see this year. I want to see how he steps up and takes over that team.
I'm gonna say it's about Atwood. I'll leave him alone. Atwood would have beat other Owensboro teams, not just the one he beat.
Oh yeah.
As an Owensboro fan, he would have beat other Owensboro teams. If we take,
he just wouldn't have beat none of the teams of the '90s, but he probably would have beat y'all class and stuff like that. You know, the team that Highland come back and beat him. You know what I'm saying? They might beat that team though. He beat that team.
Definitely. Definitely. Anyway, what else?
Lost all my old locker to that game.
Other news, Owensboro Catholic football does have that schedule. They have answered everybody's prayers.
Okay.
They have changed that schedule up.
Okay.
Their first game is against Bowling Green Purple.
Yeah.
I guess the Purple told Owensboro, y'all ain't good enough no more. Y'all ain't the best in the city. Y'all been beat 3 times in a row, damn it. We're going to play the team that's winning the city.
We gonna go play the big little brother.
Yeah. So right now,
so Catholic got to step up and win this one for us.
Yeah. So I'm just saying this: if Catholic win this game, oh my God, that's all I can say.
But hey, if I'm not mistaken though, that's gonna pit Jamil against some of his family.
Yeah, and look,
so that right there is gonna be.
And look, I did see his daddy though. I did see his daddy Dream put on Facebook. And Dre's standing on it. He's doing the podcast. He's standing on it. He put on there. I got. What he say? Got some money on the game.
Oh yeah. And he ain't lying. He gonna stand on that.
He gonna stand on.
He gonna take every bet to come his way.
I believe it.
He gonna take every bet to come his way.
Anybody Bowling Green, y'all see this? Dre, I'm sure you're okay with this. He said, put money on it. Put some money on it.
And I'm just hoping that opening night, that Bowling Green game and Catholic. I hope Owensboro play out of town. Yeah. Play the first game out of town.
No, it's at Bowling Green High School.
Yeah. But Owensboro gonna play at Rash Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man. So fans of football fans, period. Then you got to pick. You know what I'm saying? You got to go pick the coach's debut. You know what I'm saying? Because it's highly anticipated.
If Owensboro's playing Muhlenberg County or Grayson County, I'm going to Bowling Green.
Yeah. No, we gonna go.
I'm going to Bowling Green. I got to see with my own eyes what they do. If Catholic taps that ass, I'm calling Coach Fallon. Coach Fallon calling you like, what the fuck? If Bowling Green gets beat by Catholic, I'm gonna be pissed.
So what you're saying is Bowling Green or Catholic doesn't have a chance in? Because I keep hearing if they win.
I think they do though.
I do. But then again, I don't. Then again, I do, but I don't. Bowling Green they can do the same thing. You know, they're consistent. They're going. I mean, they can smash them up or they can throw the ball.
I'll say this.
I don't know, bro. Like y'all was saying.
But Catholic's good. I feel like Dream Mel can do what he can carry them to a win, though. I do. So I'm saying, I'm 50. It could be however Dream Mel wakes up that day and plays that day. If he plays good, they win.
But check this out. You didn't hear what he said.
What did he say?
And I'm just.
They have multiple D1 people on their squad.
Who?
Bowling Green.
So you think Catholic ain't got a chance?
But I'll say this.
Do you think Catholic has that dog in them?
I mean, they've been. And Catholic fans, and I'm an Owensboro guy. They've been dogging Owensboro after last year.
I'll say this, and like he said, to start off though, they fixed their schedule. The Catholic has also had D1 caliber
They got
players.
top four too.
Of the past. Yeah. They didn't go D1, and that's only because of strength of schedule and things like that.
I mean, they had two. They got two going this year. I mean, they just went.
Who?
Boards. Darion.
No, it was D2.
Crow.
No, Darren with D1.
Yeah, that's
Crow
D1.
with D1.
Yeah, that's D1. No, but what I'm saying, he said multiple. And the only thing I'm saying is that's what I was going to dispute. But Catholic has D1. Yeah. They got D1 athletes too. Now they may not have as many as Bowling Green.
Yeah.
But like I said, with that schedule being changed, with them amping up, the level of their competition, I feel like that's going to change because they do have the caliber, a D1 caliber athletes over there. Now they may be overlooked based off of past competition, and may not a whole lot of them been able to go. But I do feel like this is going to be a David and Goliath just based on the fact that Bowling Green, those kids, they've already been challenged.
Right.
The ones that's come back, they're used to the high competition and playing competitive.
They lost a lot this year too.
Yeah,
they got that quarterback coming back though.
They still lost a lot.
It's gonna be Deuce Bailey versus.
But come on, man.
But again, like I said on the podcast, and I said it again. I said on the podcast, I said it again. I don't think we dropped the episode. I said it before. I said Drew Mel's better than Deuce Bailey.
Where's the proof? Nah, I'm messing with you. He did say it.
I said it. The podcast was gonna drop with Drew Mel, and I say I'm sorry, Drew Mel and Andre. The podcast was gonna drop with them. I did with my phone on airplane mode, my camera on airplane mode. So I got
we had
6
some technical.
calls.
Yeah, we had
and so
technical.
the whole camera cut off. We recorded like 45 minutes and didn't get none of it.
Yeah.
But on that podcast, I said it. Drew Mel is better. I feel like it will be better than Deuce Bailey. Deuce Bailey has played. I get that. Drew Mel has not played. He sat behind a great quarterback. I still feel like Drew Mel. He stood here, and I'm 6'2.5", 6'3". This boy's he's a quarterback.
I didn't want to stand up.
He's tall.
Man, stand up. I don't even want to take a damn picture, man. Got me looking like somebody's little brother in his mother.
He's gonna be able to see over somebody's line of scrimmage. That's why I told him in here. I said before he got the offer, I told him I said, bro, you D1.
Yeah.
I said you can go.
So right here, told him, man. He told him that straight to his face, and that's
I said
the
before
thing,
you play a fucking varsity game, start the game. You ain't never started a varsity game for like start a real deal meaningful varsity game. I said. We're going to go D1, bro, because we played the whole week against the kid in middle school. I remember that. So I just know, but.
But I'm saying iron sharpens iron. Even for Bowling Green losing the kids that they lost, you got to think those kids practice against the kids that just went on for however many years. We know that. We preach that, JT.
Yeah, we do.
We preach that in our organization. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron.
Bro.
I'm not saying that those kids will come out and be the kids that are gone.
I want
but
to
say that they understand the game and the flow of it. And I don't.
I can't see it. I can't see it, bro. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think like it's the same Bowling Green that whooped my ass too. Like whooped my ass all 4 years.
They whooped my ass all 4 years.
Catholic goes to BT. It's gonna be
not us, but yeah, y'all go ahead.
But but the difference between those Catholic teams and these Owensboro teams, Catholic is more fundamentally sound. I feel like Catholic plays fundamental football at that time and right now better than what Owensboro did. Not saying what Owensboro's going to do this year going forward. I'm speaking about the teams of the past.
The reason why I respect Catholic, and I can speak from proof because I went to Catholic middle school. They run the same shit from middle school, from the sixth grader coming in to that organization you run.
To the senior
and after going out, you run the same exact thing. Ain't a word for word change.
So
Coach Harvey has done a great job over it.
So by that time, by those 4.5 to 5 years, from sixth grade to your 12th grade year, that's perfection.
Yes.
You're executing. And me and Coach JT, we had a conversation earlier this week, because at work, I'll be listening to those podcasts, and I was telling him, I said, man, Bill Belichick, he was on a podcast, and he was talking about, how players win the games. But it's the coach's job. But it's the coach's job to get them in a position where they can execute.
Yeah, you manage the game.
Yeah, it's how you manage the game and get them to execute. And I feel like for the past couple of years, here in Owensboro, Catholic has done it better than any team in the city. That's just my opinion.
You got a 6'4", 260-pound quarterback. Shit. Anything is possible. Shit.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Owensboro got a 6 foot, 200-something-pound running back.
Yeah.
Runs a 4.3. Just got an offer from everybody in the damn country.
Okay, but look though.
Yeah, but where you been?
Where you been at? You been in Real Rock?
Oh, bro. Man, you got to come out more. You got to go to these games with us, man. We can tell. We can tell.
I'm just saying. Evan wasn't saying hut and the kid was getting the ball snapped to him. He was making that shit work. he could run with his feet or throw the ball. Evan was just one dimensional. He was straight handoff.
Hey man, Campbell got some weapons too.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Listen, man, Crow didn't
I'm about to
go
say,
do one for
bro.
nothing.
Darion changed the whole. Darion changed the whole. Hey, bro.
Hey, they had a nice little running back too. I liked him just because he's a little short kid, man. Got in and out. You know what I'm saying? He was just spunky, man. You know what I'm saying? He kept the energy of that offense going.
Right.
Even though they had Darion, they had Atwell, that running back, man, he was a good fit for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they had him, and he's productive, bro. He's getting 3-4 yards a carry every game against Owensboro too.
Bro,
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
They won. Shit, okay, they got it.
Yeah, they did.
So you got a breakout season over Xavier Maddox, bro. Hey, say he got a breakout season over there. He got a really good season, man. He did good last year, but he got a really good season this year, man.
That's really, my dog's son, man. Big shout out to Rocky Maddox, man. That's my dog, man. Hell of a trainer, man. Puts a lot of work into, not only just his son, but the other kids in the community too. So big shout out to him. But like I say, man, that's my dog. I tell him that. I talk to him on the phone. Man, listen, Xavier has to get out of his head. You know what I'm saying? He has to get out of his head when it's time to go perform. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple times that you could see that kid out there and he was in his head for whatever reason. If he stays out of his head, yes. Because I've been following him this off season. He's rehab. He's coming back. He's going to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Coming into the season. Because he wasn't all the way healthy last year. And a lot of people don't know that. That may be what was in his head. Him being out there not being as healthy as he was. Because I know he didn't have the outing that he wanted at state. You know what I'm saying? And we know I've never went to state, but those that went to state and, fumbled and dropped the ball and stuff. Now, you didn't fumble and drop the ball. You came away with some wins. But, I'm just saying, that's something that you don't get to. That's something that you don't get to all the time. You don't know what I'm talking about?
So look, we'll talk about state. Him in the same boat, bro. Okay, we both lost state.
No. Owensboro didn't lose state, man. They just gave it away. They said, here, man, y'all can have this shit. Like, I don't know. And it gave away my whole locker with it, too, though. So I'll never forget that game. Yeah. But no, and that may be what was hindering him mentally. Because as an athlete, man, when you're not at your best and you're not able to go out there and compete at your best because you do have an injury or something that's lingering like it, it can mess with you mentally. So, I've been watching. He's been going to different colleges and stuff. He has some offers, too. Big congratulations, Xavier, to his offers.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like you said, man, this is going to be the season where, the season that his dad talks about. Yeah. Because if anybody knows Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Rocky gonna stand on some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I do too. Because that's one thing about it. And I tell anybody, he knows that's been that man since we were kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His demeanor, what he talks about, and the passion that he has behind it. He's been like this since we were kids. This ain't no facade.
You can see the glimpses last year. I mean, I didn't watch. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I watched a whole lot of Catholic football. When I did, a lot of the plays he was making definitely caught my eye. So, I expect him to have big season.
He was definitely a piece to that success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because even he made some catches at some crucial times too.
Yeah,
just possession catches
that
you don't even know about unless you was at the game to keep drives going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and help Atwell extend plays and stuff. So you're right though, man. He's definitely due for that. You know what I'm saying? And he's put in the work for it.
For sure.
And another kid too. I don't know if he's got any offers though, but I know he works his ass off, and that's Chad's son.
Chad Morris.
Chad Morris.
Yeah.
That kid right there.
Got offers. He got one to Howard.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations, man, on that. Congratulations on your offer.
He was
but he was injured last year. Yeah, he was fighting injuries last year. So it's
we missed one, bro. Hey, King Dillon got offered today, man. Got his first offer.
From KWC. I seen that, man. Congratulations, King, on that.
Yeah.
That's big, man. And to see that, and and we'll transition into this conversation. For us, with the Wolfpack, having the younger generation.
Can't skip it. We skip one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Apollo. We got to talk about Apollo. We talk about all three schools. We're talk about Apollo now.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about Apollo.
I'm sorry, King. We'll get back to you, King. Congratulations. Yep. I expect more.
Yep. But I ain't going to sit here and lie, and I ain't going to front. I don't know nobody at Apollo but John Edge. He don't carry the ball. He don't throw the ball or nothing. Matt Johnson.
Yeah. Max Johnson.
Yeah. Max Johnson.
So if you don't know, you need to look him up and know.
I will.
All right.
What position he play?
Quarterback. The reason why you don't know Max Johnson, and I'll tell you this, it's not John Edge's fault. It's just the Apollo name. I don't know, like
Junior, senior,
pretty sure he's gonna be a senior.
senior this year. Okay.
You ain't talked to Sean Train. Hang on, Sean Train talks him up.
Yeah.
Tells me every time he's the best quarterback in Owensboro. Since last year, best quarterback in Owensboro.
I talk to Sean Chaney all the time.
I know.
It's just what I listen to what Sean say all the time.
I get that.
Sometimes I may not hear everything Sean says.
Honestly, I do not. Don't get me wrong. I do know Apollo has a few linemen. Brandon Griffin over. I know he's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog.
I do know he. Yeah. I coach in middle school. I know he's gonna be a dog.
Yep.
Honestly, I do not know. I know.
And I'm not gonna lie, man. That was the only school that I missed last year. As far as being live seeing them, I seen every other team play, but it was every time that Apollo was at home playing someone.
Right.
Owensboro was playing a game that you had to go see,
Right.
or Catholic was playing a game that you had to go.
But I know
you gotta go
boys.
see.
I
It,
know. I
so
can say
missed
they're
that.
getting taught. I know they're getting taught.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John Edge is a hell of a coach. Yeah, he's a hell of a coach,
Yeah,
and I only said that because, like I said, I didn't hear a lot about him.
Well, I one thing I like to see for them is more social media presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I don't
Yes.
even know where to go look for anything Apollo related football.
They have a page, but it's not ran by Cam. Like Cameron Kelly from Owensboro.
He's a
That's his.
shout out to my guy.
He don't even get on his own Facebook page anymore. I think he deleted the damn page. He is. We are. Never mind. I ain't saying. Never mind.
We get what you're
Never
saying.
mind.
He's not that, but he's
I ain't
that.
saying no. Because they like, do not hit Cam. I'm sorry, do not hit Cam up. But no, I'm just saying. He stays on that. He stays on it. If you do something, sharing it.
Yeah.
He's on there.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
Apollo's
he's at, but he's at every game. He's out there getting his footage. You know what I'm saying, doing all that.
But John Edge is getting these kids to college visits.
Yep.
And colleges are seeing them, looking at them.
Yep.
I'm seeing it. What's his name? David Clark.
Yeah.
When he was over, I know he was seeing it.
I mean,
He was
that's
showing
shout out to John Edge, and to me, I mean that right there speaks volumes. To not know as much about a program, but also know behind the scenes this is what's going on at that place.
What if he was?
You see what I'm saying? Even though, that's what I was
What
going
if
to
he
get
was
at. What if he was somewhere where the exposure was more?
Because back in when I was in high school, before I was in high school, he was I ain't gonna lie, he had Catholic on some shit over for on some. I mean, they would be the ones for every blue moon, but he had him on some shit. It was on some, who was getting the ball. To this day, my brother still he loves that shit. Like he loves John Edge. John Edge got him. Like he knows the receiver stuff. Like, telling you, bro.
But that's when you got good coaching, and we have good coaching here. You know what I'm saying? We have good coaching at all the levels at every school.
All four high schools have it.
And that's what and that's where I was going to transition the conversation before we talk about all the high schools is, like I said, Wolfpack.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? Us having, some of the best talent. I still don't feel like we have all the talent.
We don't. If you have any 8-year-old.
Why you just promoting the 8? Yeah,
sorry,
man, get him, man. Get him.
Anyway,
man, get him. That's selfish, bro. You see that? He's selfish, man.
I'm trying to win a national championship.
And he act like he the only one.
I know, right? You have a dog 7-year-old.
Man, dog 7. Hold on, time out 7.
Please.
Man, if you got a 4 or 5, if you got a 4-year-old to an 11 or 12-year-old,
I'm beside
man, bring him out.
This message, all right? Come out.
Bring him out from 4 years old.
This is Coach JT right here at the Wolfpack. Yeah. He's part of the Big Three. Well, LeBron, Bosh, and D-Wade. I don't know which he going to be LeBron. All right?
If you got a 4, 5, or 6-year-old, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, they need to be playing Wolfpack. I'm not 8-year-olds. You need to be playing Wolfpack.
Especially if they're highly competitive and they already is dominating out at ODC and KFL. Because that's one thing about it. Let's not be those type. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because what we do at the Wolfpack organization may not be for everybody.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? And
I already had a kid come out and tell me, and actually he texted Byron, or they texted Byron and said, "Oh my God, it's too advanced. He's not gonna do it." I said, "Oh well, see you later."
Yeah. and the thing with that though, and me, I hate to see that because he didn't even challenge himself.
Right.
He didn't even allow himself to to fit in. You know what I'm saying? He just took a look at what we were doing, and that's the thing about it. That's how I know I'm where I need to be, and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, because we have people that are on the outside looking in, and some are already mentally saying, I don't know if I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
And it's and like I said,
You know what it was? He started hearing all them names. That Charger, Larry, Ray, Daddy Blue, and he's like,
yeah.
I said, what in the world is going on? And then he started seeing kids to start go in motion, catch string, go in motion, block it. I was like, hey, bro, it's right here.
But now we're evolving though.
Yeah.
Now we are catching up with Louisville, Bowling Green, Lexington. You know what I'm saying? The northern part of Kentucky that's dominating, that's getting those kids out of Cincinnati and like Paducah Tillman. Where they get some of those kids. Now we are doing that here at home. You know what I'm saying? We're doing that at home. We don't have to go like JT did in the beginning. An hour and a half away. Just one way, just to get your kid the proper exposure or the proper guidance on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Development.
That's what it is. I mean, it's development. I feel like when I moved here, hey, if you playing rec ball, that's cool. Hey, that's there's nothing wrong with that. It's a place for it everywhere. Like it is.
Yeah.
And man, if your kid is scoring 50, 60, 70 touchdowns and in a season, you have him in the wrong place.
Facts.
You do.
Facts.
Or else.
Especially when they have other
There's
organizations
a 1% chance that your son is the one. 1%.
Well, come find out. Because the only way
that's what it is, man. Come find out.
I mean, look, think about it like this. I mean, I heard Gilbert say something to a parent the other day, where he didn't know we were involved with the Wolfpack, and he said something about the Wolfpack. They're not playing kids over here. They're not doing X, Y, Z or whatever.
He said we're getting our ass whooped too, or something like that. I heard
that's what he said. And I was like, well, okay, our 7U at one point in time last year ranked 24th in the nation. Our 8U finished second in the state of Kentucky. Our 9U, every single week they finished 500.
And then stop, and let me continue.
I got you.
I'm going to continue. Yeah, we got our ass whooped, but we still in there strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no kid.
We play
every week.
Top 5 team in the nation
Every week.
Every week.
Every week.
Man,
the 10U had the toughest adversity. 11. Every week. No, I'm saying every week.
To say something about bro, let me go ahead.
To that defense, not that the other ages didn't have adversity and challenges, but that 10U every week, the first game of the season, they played at the time the number 1 team in the nation at their age group. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say. I'm saying the number 1 team in Kentucky. Number 1 team in Kentucky, but they had the number 1 running back. That's what it was. That's what it was. They had
preseason game. They didn't bring their whole team. So we supposed to play somebody else.
Yeah.
We get there and say, hey, coach, they ain't gonna show up. Who gonna play then? I mean, I can have Prime here.
Damn.
The
third string.
The B word of me. The B word of me was like, nah, fam. Nah.
And then
I'm being cool, but I'm like, hey, bro, fuck it. Let's play.
Yeah.
We ain't ducking no smoke. I'm inside my stomach like, what the hell?
And then first quarter, he looking at me while I'm holding change like, shit.
I said, let time tick.
Yeah.
The referee stop the clock. Stop the clock, man. Run that clock. Fuck you, bro. Stop the clock.
And then not only that though, that was the first game of the season.
Yeah.
So, that's when you're really trying to really get the confidence of your team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially at this level, how we done it, because some of these kids have never played together.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So to get that gel, and then they had to go up against that type of competition.
Oh, man.
And then later on, they end up playing the overall number 1 team that ended up winning the whole thing in our division, that beat the team that beat us in the beginning of the season. Beat the real team though. Like the team that we played was a couple of their backups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not listening. But I'm saying that to say this.
The game that was bad was over in Evansville, whatever. No, hell no. That got to be talked about.
Man, that was ugly.
That got to be talked about.
That was ugly. That was ugly.
Hey.
But I'm saying that to say this. That's the type of competition that we're up against.
Yeah.
That's the type of competition that we're up against. And I'll tell you this: every one of those kids that played that season out, those kids at the end of the season were totally different kids as what they were in the beginning.
Absolutely.
And I'm not talking about just on a football field. I'm talking about life.
They might have had a lump
You
on
see
the
what
back
I'm
of
saying?
their fucking head. But
No, life. Besides, like seriously, those kids learned a valuable lesson about themselves and about life.
Yeah.
Because it was adversity every week. There was a challenge every week that they had to overcome.
Right.
They went in every game knowing, man, this team over here, I know it's better than me. This team over here, you know what I'm saying, has more kids. When you look over on our sideline, we had 11 kids.
13 tops, and there was 7, 9 kids with
you know. So, if for them not to get defeated here, those kids didn't get defeated mentally. Yeah. They showed up every week. They went out there. They gave the best. Yeah. Now going forward, them getting ready to go into middle school, I feel like those kids, for what's the change at Owensboro, if those kids go to Owensboro, what coach is bringing in, those kids are not going to be fazed by it because they've already been. They're going to be prepared. They'll be like, "Oh man, I've been doing this."
Well,
I've been doing this.
Kids that are coming in to Owensboro, I know which ones played Wolfpack and which ones didn't. Not by me being biased, by no means. But
it's just you looking at them.
When I say getting 3-point stands and shoot your hands, I ain't gotta be like, damn, what's up? Like, I get it. Yeah, I'm supposed to teach. We in middle school. That shit's supposed to be ODC, KFL, Wolfpack. That's where that shit's taught at. Mm-hmm. Don't bring to me 2-hole, 4-hole, 6-hole. I promise you. Last Tuesday, I asked my lineman, how many of y'all played the ODC? And I ain't taking a shot at nobody. Half of them raised their hand. How many played the KFL? Half of them raised their hand. How many of y'all played travel ball? 5 of them raised their hand. All right. I said, who all knows the holes? 5 of them raised their hand. Guess what? 5 raised their hand. The ones that not Wolfpack, not just Wolfpack, travel ball. Some of them play NASCAR. Some of them play Wolfpack. Some of them play travel ball. Period. I said, so one of them, and no offense, but no one from ODC knew the fucking holes. And I was like, he was like, yeah, we had it backwards.
And that's only because his cousin played Wolfpack.
Right. And I feel like his dad was probably one of the coaches or something. But this year, bro, in 2025, it shocked me. Yeah. 7th to 8th grade, I should not have to be starting from day one 2-hole. We're not running 2, 4, 6, 8 like that, but as a lineman, you got to know which hole is hole. So if I say 26 zone, 27 zone,
you got to open your hole.
You got to know where we're going.
You got to open your hole.
We zone walking left. Like, I want
get somebody running up your back.
And plus, that's just basic knowledge of football, bro. Just knowing the 2-hole, the 4-hole, the 6-hole, the 8-hole.
So when did you start taking a higher road? You said you weren't gonna take no shots, but I seen on Facebook today, boy, somebody put out a AR on the Wolfpack and every other organization with the flag because Owensboro Davis County Youth Football Association flag football team was out there putting BTA to everybody out there at KWC.
That'd be nice.
Man, pull up Sarah Price's post.
Oh God.
BTA. And I seen on there, the Wolfpack was on there too. So, hey, I get to mess with
you. I see what you're talking about, bro.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, bro. Give me that drink right there. Give me that drink real quick.
Nah, man, kids watching the show.
You stupid, boy. You stupid.
Kids is watching the show.
Man. We lost about it.
I'm just saying that,
and
man.
Look, we do play them in Championship Wednesday, so, and I'm posting this the next day, so let's record on Saturday night. Happy Father's Day. It's posted on Father's Day. I'm posted on. We play them Wednesday. So I will refer back to this video.
Okay.
If we get BTA, I say she's right.
Okay.
If we BTA their ass,
listen, I didn't make the post. She did.
I know. I'm just saying. You brought it up.
I sent it to you.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
That should be motivation. You should be showing your kids that. And I'm saying that to say this, man. And we just having fun. No.
We just having fun.
Yeah, we just having fun, man. No disrespect to any organization because at the end of the day, every organization that's in this city is needed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're needed. ODC's needed. KFL's needed. Wolfpack's needed. Because even though we are highly competitive, all of us, every man that's sitting in this room, we're highly competitive.
Right.
Yeah. That's why we're with the Wolfpack because that is what the Wolfpack is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we go after the best competition because we want to be the best. Now, we put in more time with our organization than the other ones do.
Yeah.
You know, and there's rec ball and then there's travel ball. But at the end of the day, it's football.
Yeah.
It's just that
What's the difference between rec and travel ball?
this is the difference.
Well,
This
That's
is
a good thing enough time. What's the difference?
But this is the difference. And like I say, there's no shot at it. It's just it is what it is. When you come to the Wolfpack, you're going to be with us year round. You're going to be with us for some years. We're not going to separate you as far as you're not going to play for Coach JT's 9U team this year and then next year be on a totally different team. No, you're going to come back. You're going to build the same chemistry with the
I
same
want to
team.
know your mama. I want to know your daddy.
Yeah, everybody.
I want to know if you fucking up in school.
Yeah,
I want to know because I had a kid this year already in the AU. Got in trouble. His mama reached out to me and Coach Justin and said, "Hey, please take care of it. What I do at practice? I took care of it." I said, "Get in trouble again." I said, "You won't have his Wolfpack on."
Yeah.
He was like, I said, "You got 3 more days of school." I said, "Don't hear anything." I said, "You're done."
Yeah.
He came home. He came next day of practice. Hey, Coach, I didn't get no trouble. I said, "You better not have it." I didn't text Mom, and he was like, "No, I promise you I didn't. My mom would have texted you already, wouldn't she?" And I was like, "Right."
No, you're right. You're right. There's more involvement because we are around longer than what those seasons are around.
Yeah.
Those seasons are shorter seasons.
We already started.
You know,
bro.
they don't have.
We started back in when?
What do you mean started? We never stopped.
That's what I'm saying. We
No, you said we started, man. I'm saying we never stopped from when last March, last February when they came out to KWC. We haven't stopped.
And the crazy thing is all winter workouts are voluntary.
Yeah, they're
So
voluntary.
if that kid was playing basketball, hey man, go play basketball. If you can make a Wolfpack workout, cool. If not, then it is what it is.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
no
we probably had 70-80% of our kids still showing up because
still showing up.
It was hungry, and one thing I think kids realized last year was, damn, bro, I really ain't that dude like I thought I was.
No,
Yeah.
I really ain't the best. Hey, I mean, over here, man. Hey, I scored 40 touchdowns last year, bro. I scored 8 this year.
Yeah.
I really ain't him like I
I
thought I was.
gotta correct you on that. It's not the kids that think that. No, it wasn't for the kids. The parents got humble like, "Oh shit, my son's getting crushed out here. I gotta do better. Like, what am I not doing?" Like,
and I mean, you have to look at this too. Like I said, we're gonna go in, the pros and the cons about all of it. And like I say, man, we all volunteer. None of us get paid.
Yeah.
And that's the same for those coaches over at ODC and KFL.
Yeah.
You know, but those guys over there, they're limited at what they can and can't do because of the organizations that they coach for. And some of those guys, to their credit, man, they're just volunteers, bro. They've never played the game. They don't know nothing about it. They just want to be involved. They want to be able to give back, be coach the kid or whatnot. When the kids come to Wolfpack, we got former players and current coaches at the middle school. Former players. And not even that. We have former collegiate players.
Yeah.
This man played at a high level at college.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Man,
That's a high level. What do you mean? Hey, bullshit. Because we just had a man sit over here that started his football career in college at a Christian academy school that went on to go to D1 and then now is in Cleveland getting ready to play on Sundays. So competitive football will get you there. It's all with this mindset.
Right.
It's all with the individual.
Right.
And I know what each individual coach brings to the Wolfpack organization.
Absolutely.
They bring that
and we got
discipline.
Some damn good ones,
oh yeah, man, all around. The best in the town, bro. The best in this area.
Yeah.
The best coaches are there.
Absolutely. I'll agree with that.
At every level.
I agree.
But going into this year, as opposed to last year, what do you see different, or what changes do you think need to be made to overcome that obstacle of possibly getting back and then this time winning a championship?
Forget about last year, other than the last game.
Yeah.
I mean, just being honest. I feel like when you have a lot of success, I feel like kids are like, okay. I mean, which our kids are working hard right now. I can't even lie, they are. But also, with a lot of success, you can become stagnant right there and just think like, hey, man, I got it. And look what we did last year in year one. You got to forget about last year. Other than that last game where we didn't finish. That's our model this year. So when I asked my kids what we did do last year, we didn't finish. Let's finish. Because it really ain't all about wins, but when you get that coach, like I said, we all competitive, man. We right there with one of the top 15 teams in the nation. We take them all the way down to the wire. 6-0 ball game. I mean, even as a coach, certain plays, what if this could have happened? What if that would have happened? What if I would have called this? What if I would have did that? So, even for me, like this coming up year, finish.
Gotcha. And you
What's good?
You coach middle school ball at a middle school that is highly successful. Last year, your first year with this travel organization, you didn't have the same success that you're used to. You know, it was a definite overwhelming situation learning experience. Yeah. So what changes are you going to make going into this year?
So last year was very humbling for me. Very, very, very humbling for me. You go from beating teams 50-0 to getting your ass beat 50-0. 50-0 is a huge. It's different. That drive home from Louisville, I think I drove home with the radio off one time. Like, don't even talk to me. Like,
call it even hit the button on me,
yeah,
man.
like what am I doing? Like what? Like, what am I doing wrong? And it's, oh no. Then it's like I look at middle school and look at the kids that had 10U. And I ain't no shot at the kids that had 10U. But it ain't their fault. It's a parent issue. I say I don't care. Stand on it. Parent issue. Parents. Yeah. If I coach the parents would do the same shit the kids did. Right. I mean, it was they didn't want to buy into nothing. They didn't want to buy in. They thought it was just going to be given because they played it, again, ODC, KFL before.
No, they thought it was given because they paid that money.
Yes, and they thought that because ODC and KFL, we still got a trophy. Mm-hmm. No, you get beat by 60. Ain't no take your best players out there. We up by 21. Right. No, I'm going to score 100 points until the last buzzer goes off. Yeah. And it's like, stop me if you can. If you can't, sorry about your luck. Right. And I'm going to embarrass you. You on camera. You on live. You on everything.
Share.
Share. Shout the love money. Share. Do you want Kentucky? Share. That's love money for you. Yeah.
Amen.
I'm just saying. I think that was a big. It humbled me because you got to see. I was like, people say all the time, they're not real state championships. It is what it is. Whatever. We
What's not real state championships?
We beat
what
we're
teams.
Doing? Yeah, we beating the real. No, I'm talking about like the middle school because we're not paying $400 to $500 to go play in a tournament up there to go get a trophy. So now we're getting teams to come. West Kentucky teams is all come together, and we're just playing one big tournament together. Yeah. And shit, the best team. Hell, we can buy a trophy and give it to you. It's free to get in, but whatever school hosts it that year, you get the win that year. You know, whatever school hosts, you take turns. So it's like I think that's better than paying the KH middle schoolers.
Yeah, because you're able to feed that back into
your program. Yeah, yes, you're not feeding them. You're feeding your program. Yeah. And I think, and Greg Brown came up with the idea. This is Greg Brown's idea. Owensboro coach started this tournament. He started it. Nobody knows that. Greg Brown started that.
Shout out, coach.
He got all these middle schools calling, getting them. It started with 4 teams. I'm pretty sure 4 teams. Now it's 15, 16 teams. It's getting bigger and bigger. He got the whole West Kentucky on lock.
Where are they at this year?
Okay, I tell you what this year. We got Eastern Kentucky trying to play us now. So now we're playing our first game with North Pulaski. They win the big real state championship, right? Yeah. So they're winning that every year. They hear about us winning ours every year. We gotta play each other.
So who's the big dog?
So now we play each other first game of the season at Bowling Green.
The best of the West against the best of the East.
Pretty much. We play at Bowling Green Middle School, at Bowling Green High School. First game of the season. I get the date.
You don't know yet?
Shit, I don't know that. It's on my phone. My phone's recording.
We'll get back. We'll get back with the viewers. We'll get back with the
like 7th to 8th grade. But that's the first. That's our first game. Like,
that's gonna be a banger, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger. I told our kid, I said, there's a chance we go 0-3 starting the game. I said, we have 3 back-to-back hard games. I said, North Pulaski, McCracken, who beat us in the championship game last year, beat us twice last year. Twice. Yeah. One by...
Yeah, the weather should save you one day because they was putting that BTA on you.
No, the weather didn't save us. That was 8th grade. We would beat BTA they had. 7th grade.
I like to ruffle those feathers, man.
Yeah, but I got the facts, though. So, okay. The back time, you don't get to ruffle nothing. The facts is there. Ain't nothing ruffle with facts hidden. The 7th grade got beat, yeah. But this year, I feel like it's going to be a different story because the whole team's practicing together. They're going to be together. Last year, I ain't gonna lie, we had kid played it. He was 7th grade, played 8th grade. And we just come on, go 7th grade. Here, here, go, get the ball and go.
The Walker.
Yeah.
Gavin Walker. So
Yeah,
what's doing?
Yeah,
But he's
up
a
and
beast.
coming. He's one of that 1% that you said and you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
When you said, man, this talent, when you see it, you just know. You just know. Being coaching and being the former players and stuff like that.
You just know because the reason why you know is you know how kids is kids, they laugh around, they play around shit. He plays, but he don't play. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't trying to boost your head up, Gabby. I know you watch it. You tell me you watch it. I ain't trying to boost your head up. He's like mentally there. He got it, bro. Like, and that kid's been through some shit. But he got it, bro. Like mentally got it.
Iron sharpens iron. Who's one of his mentors though? Speak on that because we even talked about that. Evan Hampton.
Yeah.
Evan Hampton. Same mindset as Evan.
Yeah.
Evan said in here, we've interviewed him. Man, these are kids that we're talking about. So sometimes we as fans and as competitors, we put too much on these kids. You should be doing da-da-da-da. Man, these are high school kids. These are middle school kids. But when you see that one that's just, like you said, laser focused, sharp, you know what I'm saying, tunnel vision, it's like, okay, yeah, man, I want to watch you because I want to see where you're going. I want to see what's next for you. And when we spoke on this last year, and we were talking about, and Evan even spoke about Gavin, a little bit off camera, he's like, that kid, yeah, he has that mindset already. He does, even in middle school, it's like, it's amazing to watch and to know that we're about to see, the next 3 to 4 years out of this kid at, in high school at an even more advanced level with what's coming.
Hear me out now, on girl fans.
What's coming? Because we're supposed to have.
You're not gonna miss out nothing. As soon as Evan walks out the door, you got another one walking in the damn door. I'm saying it now. You heard it here first. I don't care.
Of course, from the biased person, but I'm not.
I'm biased.
No, but I'm a stand. I agree with him. I'm messing with him because I've seen the kid play.
Yeah,
I've seen him play, and like I say, man,
it looks like a high school already.
Already, and he does.
Looks like a grown ass man. Already got a mustache and everything.
Yeah,
his hormones is kicked in like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and the kid does everything right.
He does.
What I'm saying? Like he's in the weight room. He's he's humble, respectful. Like you said, you see all this playing going on, but you see him over there just
sitting there looking like a damn grown man, chilling like
just boys. You know what I'm saying? And
don't be wrong.
The crazy thing is too, though, bro. Man, you've been able to see this since he was 8 years old, man. I'm telling you, over at the park, man, kids been scared of him since he was like 7, 8.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a picture of him. I want my son. He give him the Heisman, man. You know what I'm saying? He stretched out, got him laid out on the ground, give him a stiff arm, man. I'm telling you, this kid just, he struck fear in a lot of kids' hearts.
Gotta say it factor.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
And enough about Gavin, because I can't. Again, that's my player right now. I'm not gonna pump his head up, please. Let's stop talking about Gavin. Look, I love you, death, Gavin. You gotta play this season, all right? So
let's bounce back to King because we didn't give King,
right,
we didn't give King all his flowers. We kind of jumped from that.
Okay,
had a phenomenal year last year. Go ahead.
I love King to death. I love KWC. I love Tyrone too. I think there's more to come from him. Way more to come.
Yeah.
Way more.
Oh yeah, sure. One thing about it, not bouncing around so much. That coach there cares about the community he's in.
Oh yeah.
And the kids are in it.
Shout out Tyrone.
You know what I'm saying? To not be a.
I want Tyrone on the show.
Yeah. I mean, what you mean? Hold on.
I done asked
no, man, that's what I'm saying though. Because when he see me out, he see us out. Oh man, I ain't got a call. You ain't had me on the show. This and that.
Tyrone.
And we exchange numbers, and my phone ain't ring, coach. My phone is yet to ring, and I understand you busy right now in the season. But man, I know I better get a call from an out of state number, man. After season, man. And the seat better be filled up with purple and white. Yeah.
You talk about service town, though, bro. That's what I think of when I think of Tyrone Hill, bro. Like you said, really care about. I don't know too many coaches. I mean, college coaches that are gonna put together a flag football tournament or flag football league for
first, second, and third grade.
Yeah. And then
know,
be out there coaching and be out there involved, know every kid.
Every
I mean,
Jeremy Franklin, and he had Jeremy Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. Yeah, he had that boy high Wednesday. Hey, Tyrone got hype on you boys. I seen it. I know Frank gonna call him and be like, "Fuck you." You know, that boy got hype. I know. But look though, it was some suspect call. I'm gonna stand on it. It was some suspect calls.
I've seen a few, but
it was some very suspect calls. Some of them coaches was like, "Shit, that's my paycheck." Hey, touchdown! Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
hey,
but you know that's big for King and his family, man. To to get an offer from a local school. So if he decides to stay at home to keep his talent here at home,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and bring in more kids too as well.
That's true.
Because like I said, man, just a couple of months ago, man, we had D'Artagnan Tisdale sitting there,
right?
And he is a testament that you don't have to go to D1 to make it.
Right.
Out the gate, I'm gonna say, out the gate, you don't have to go D1 to make it. You can go somewhere else and continue to develop.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what he did. He went somewhere, wasn't D1, developed more, put in the time.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Byron's also skipping a very big step in that too.
What's that? What am I skipping?
D'Artagnan went to Indiana school and also grew another 4 inches while he was down there. So it's like shit. You grew 4 inches while you was in college for him, but hell yeah, you going to shit. You were 6'2",
that part of the story I didn't know.
6'5". Come on,
but that's what I'm saying. That part of the story I didn't know. I didn't know that he had a growth spurt. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. But it's still a testament to say, because even in our day, all of our day, it was D1 or bust. You felt like if you didn't get that D1 offer, that Power 5, you failed.
Yeah, I felt like that.
You failed.
I did.
And you didn't want to hear anything from a school that was nothing of such. Right. It's like, man, I ain't entertaining that.
Right.
Man, but we forget that football is a stepping stone in life. Football is an avenue that can open so many other doors and opportunities for you.
Right.
But we don't see that, and we didn't view that back then. Us.
Right.
Now you see that, man, I just want my kid to go to school, bro. I just want my son to go to college. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if KWC gives him an offer. And I'm only saying KWC is not a shot at it, but it's like, I even aspire for my son to go D1. It's like, hey, man, let's go D1. Let's do this. But if Tyrone Young came in my house and sat down, it's like, hey, man, I want to offer you, man, boy, where you want me to sign? I signed for him. We got the same damn name. We definitely eager to see what this Owensboro team is going to transition into and where the future's going to look like. I don't think we can really set this year as, the quote-unquote standard, the full standard of what it's going to be going forward. I'm saying based off wins and losses.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? We can't base it based off wins and losses. That's what it's going to be. It's his first year. Let's not publicly crucify him as, Coach Payton got crucified last year. If it's not the year that we're used to. It's a rebuilding year from the top now. You know what I'm saying? It used to be you rebuild a program, with the players, but we rebuild from the top. It's midnight.
Yeah, wrap this up. Happy Father's Day, y'all.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, man.
Look, though, hey, I'm sorry, Byron. We're going to wrap this up, man. Hey, bro, we're going to get some more topics talking, all right?
Yeah.
Man, look, like, share, comment, hit us back. If you want to sit on this couch and have a conversation with me and beside
if I said something you don't like,
come in here.
Come on here and say it.
Yeah.
And please.
Yeah.
Let's get some oil and some talk.
And bring
like Shannon Sharp said.
What did dude say last year? The receipts. Is that what he wanted? If you got receipts, man, bring your receipts.
Bring them.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring them. Print them out. Bring them.
Whatever. Yeah.
Bring them.
Do all that, man. But yeah, man, if you like to come sit on the couch, man, have a conversation, man, just reach out to us, DM, whatever. But definitely go to Stand On It 270 podcast on Facebook, like, share, comment, and check us out on YouTube as well. Go to subscribe to our YouTube page, Stand On It podcast 270. Community, come out this year, support Wolfpack, man. We'll be at KWC home games. That will be a vibe and a show that you would like to see, man. Come out and support the future of Owensboro football. When I say Owensboro, I'm talking about every high school that's in the city of Owensboro, whether it's the Red Devils, Catholic Aces, the Apollo Eagles, or the Davis County Panthers.
Yeah, even Trinity. Trinity, I don't know your mascot, but Trinity, the T's.
Yeah, Trinity.
Trinity.
Whitesville.
White
All right, man.
Trinity.
With that being said, man, we're gonna wrap up this episode.
You know what it is. I'm Assad, man.
And I'm Byron.
We got Ramel again and Coach JT. Remember, 8-year-old kid, holla at your boy.